Hi everyone! Welcome back to English Learning Key. I'm Anna.
And I'm David. Today we're talking about something many of you face, airports.
Yes, airports can be busy, confusing, and sometimes stressful. But here's the thing. If you know the right phrases, you'll feel much more confident.
That's exactly why today we'll go through useful English phrases you need from check-in to baggage claim.
We'll cover everything, what to say, what you might hear, and how to respond naturally.
Sounds great. Ready? Let's start with the first step, the check-in counter.
You walk up to the airline counter. What do you say first?
A simple way to start is, I'd like to check in for my flight to city.
Exactly. For example, I'd like to check in for my flight to New York.
The staff might reply, "Can I see your passport and ticket, please?"
So you say, here's my passport, and here's my ticket.
If you have luggage to check in, the staff will ask, "Do you have any bags to check in?"
You answered depending on your situation. For example, yes, I have one bag. Or, no, I only have carry-on luggage.
Sometimes they'll ask about your bag. Did you pack your bags yourself?
This is a security check question. Just say, yes, I did.
Then they might ask if you want a window or aisle seat. You can say, "I prefer a window seat, please," or an aisle seat if possible.
Once done, they'll give you your boarding pass. You can ask, what time does boarding start? Or, which gate is my flight?
Great questions to ask before you leave the counter.
Next is security. You put your bags on the conveyor belt and walk through the scanner.
The staff might say things like, "Please take off your shoes. Put your laptop in a separate tray. Empty your pockets, please."
You can also be prepared to say, yes, here is my laptop. Or, sure, I'll take off my shoes.
They might ask, "Do you have any liquids?"
Remember, liquids must be in a clear plastic bag and under a certain amount.
If the scanner beeps, they may say, "Please step to the side," or "I need to do a pat down."
You can respond calmly with, no problem, or go ahead.
Sometimes you might ask, "Do I need to take off my belt?" That's very common.
Now, at passport control, an officer checks your documents before you enter or leave a country.
They'll often ask, "What is the purpose of your visit?"
You can answer with, I'm here on vacation, or I'm here for business.
Another question is, "How long will you stay?"
Answer, I'll stay for 2 weeks, or just a few days.
Officers may also ask, "Where will you be staying?"
Tell them the hotel name or address. For example, I'm staying at the Grand Hotel downtown.
Sometimes they want to see your return ticket. They might ask, "Do you have a return ticket?"
Show your ticket and say, yes, I fly back on May 10th.
Always be polite. A smile helps too.
Airports can be huge. It's normal to get lost.
If you need help, start with, "Excuse me, can you help me?"
Or ask, where is gate 12? Or how do I get to Terminal 2?
You can also ask, "Is there a restroom nearby?" Or, "Where's baggage claim?"
If you don't understand directions, say, could you repeat that please? Or can you speak more slowly?
That's smart and always polite.
When you arrive at your gate, listen carefully for announcements.
Common announcements include, "Flight 123 is now boarding. Passengers in Group A, please board now."
You can ask staff, is this the gate for Flight 123? Has boarding started yet?
When it's your turn, show your boarding pass and passport.
You might hear, have a nice flight, or you're in seat 20B.
Respond with a simple "thank you" or "thanks very much."
Once on the plane, you may need to ask for things.
Here's some useful phrases. "Could I have a blanket, please?" "Where is seat 20B?" "Can I change seats?"
If you want something to drink or eat, say, "Can I have some water, please? Do you have vegetarian meals?"
And if you need to use the restroom, excuse me, where is the restroom?
After you land, go to baggage claim to get your bags.
If you don't know where to go, ask, excuse me, where's baggage claim?
If your bag doesn't arrive, say, "My bag didn't arrive. What should I do?"
Staff will help you fill out a form and explain what happens next.
Sometimes things don't go as planned. Here are phrases for common problems.
If your flight is delayed, ask, is the flight delayed? Or, what time will the flight leave?
If you miss a connection, say, "I missed my connecting flight. What should I do?"
If your bag is lost, say, my luggage is lost. Can you help me?
If you feel sick or uncomfortable, you can say, "I'm not feeling well. Is there a doctor here?"
All right, Anna. How about some quick practice?
Yes, I'll say a situation and you try to say what you'd say.
Okay. You arrive at the check-in counter. What do you say?
"I'd like to check in for my flight to Paris."
Good. Next, the security officer asks, do you have any liquids?
"Yes, but they're in my clear plastic bag."
Great. Now, at passport control, the officer asks, what is the purpose of your visit?
"I'm here on vacation."
Perfect. Last one. At the gate, you want to know if boarding started. What do you say?
"Has boarding started?"
Excellent.
Before we finish, some quick tips for using English at the airport.
First, speak clearly and at a steady pace. No need to rush.
And second, don't be afraid to ask someone to repeat or speak slower.
Third, use polite phrases like please, thank you, and excuse me. They go a long way.
And finally, practice these phrases before you travel. The more you say them, the easier it gets.
So, remember these P areas. Check-in, I'd like to check in for my flight. Security, do I need to take off my shoes? Passport control, what is the purpose of your visit? Asking directions, where's gate 12? Boarding, is this the boarding gate? On the plane, can I have some water, please? Baggage claim, my bag didn't arrive.
If you master these, you'll handle almost any airport situation.
Thanks for joining us today on English Learning Key.
Remember to like, subscribe, and share this with your friends.
Safe travels, and we'll see you next time.
Bye!